There's going to be a point in time in your life where you don't have unlimited amount of time. You might always have the hunger and drive, but as you get older and as you have a family, it becomes a trade. I'm putting my time in at work, or I'm putting my time in with my family.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I will soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact in our society through real-life education. The movement comes into play when you share the content to help other people do good just like you. For all of you listening or watching this on YouTube, I just want to take a second and express my gratitude. You guys give me a lot of purpose. I enjoy hearing your guys' stories and seeing you succeed. And I'm excited for all of your future. So thank you for being a part of the movement. This is how we do improve society, as I said in my intro. It's just by us becoming better and live by example that other people want to follow. So it starts with us, guys, and for you guys following the movement, if there's anybody out there that you want to have join the movement or you think the content we talk about can help them, please share the episode. Please share the show with them. Now, I'm going to talk to the younger generation today. So if you're older listening, I want you to listen to this because this is something that you could think of when you have kids, or if you are, quote unquote, the younger generation. I really want you to pay attention to this because you're in a very crucial time of your life. Now, I know your parents or other people might be telling you, hey, man, you're young. Go enjoy your life. Go experience things. Like, it is important to go experience things and do that stuff. One, because you don't have responsibilities. But I want to talk to you guys about the take that I took on my younger years from 18 till, I'm still going through it. Before I do that, I just want to let you know, some of you guys are going to laugh at me, but I'm 30, going on 31 pretty soon. And when I reflect back to like my energy levels, and the risk I was willing to take back then, it's night and day differences today. Like, I do have a lot of energy, but I got to find my energy. As you'll hear in different podcasts, I talk about it, like setting up your day and how to find that energy and stuff. Like, it is a lot of work to be like, I need to get going. I need to get on fire, like push with urgency. Now, some of you guys might think it just comes natural to me, but truthfully, I have to work really hard on that. In my younger years, that was just like you pop out of bed, like you're ready to go fucking prove shit to the world type of thing. Like, nothing's stopping you. And it's super important that you use your energy when you're younger to things that are going to set you up for when you're older. And so when I was young, probably like a lot of you guys listening here, is I wanted to get ahead. Not knowing what I was going to do after high school and those different things. And literally the first opportunity I came across, like I jumped on and I ran full steam ahead, and I've been doing it ever since. The second thing I want to talk about, so the first thing was energy. The second thing, as you grow older, there's a good chance that you're going to take responsibilities. If it's going to be debt, if it's going to be different agreements you have with people, or a lease, or responsibilities to your significant other that you might have or will have, or you might be having kids one day and there's a responsibility there. There's going to be a point in time in your life where you don't have unlimited amount of time. You might always have the hunger and drive, but as you get older and as you have a family, it becomes a trade. I'm putting my time in at work, or I'm putting my time in with my family. And as if things get financially hard for you, you're going to have to take things at work over your family, and that could really put you in a bad mental spot. And so what I'm trying to do with today's show is to prevent you guys from having to be reactive, and I'm trying to help you to be proactive. So you listening, or you that have kids coming up that are listening to this show, I really want to put a lot of pressure behind the fact that if you're young, take that time in that moment in your life to go do the work. When I talk about experiences, go experience what the workplace is like. Go experience what starting a business is like. Go put the pressure on yourself before the pressure is put onto you. If you could learn how to be in an uncomfortable environment and win there, when things come to you when you're older, you're going to be mature in the business sense. and just maturity in general on how to go win. So from my 18 to 20 years old, first thing when I started my business is I knew I wanted to get married one day. I knew I wanted to have kids one day. I knew I wanted to give my kids an experience. And I also knew that with all of that, I want to be a good dad. I want to be there for them. I want to love them, and I want to be a part of their life. And so I knew I had this gap in time, and I promised myself, Dylan, until you're 30, like, you're fucking giving it hell. I don't care if it's working weekends, 16 hours a day. Like, you are going after everything. You are going to try everything, and we'll see where you get. And let's look at this next 10 years as really getting paid to go to college. And so that's literally what I did, knowing that, hey, I have this end goal, which all of you guys do listening. You just probably don't think about it. You have this end goal. Yeah. Can you go dick off? You can, but that time is taken away from the time that it becomes very important in your life. And I could tell you as a dad, when you have kids, is like, you don't wake up thinking, oh, I have another 18 years with my kids. I can tell you when you have kids, you look at, man, I have one more day that they're a year and a day old. I got one more year until they're 2. When you start watching your kids grow, they literally are freaking changing by the day. In every minute that you're having to be forced to go do something is every minute you're not getting to spend with them. So I want to be the person in your life telling you to like really think ahead and really use your time wisely, so you don't end up in a situation where you haven't figured out what your career is going to be, you haven't built an education, you haven't built experience, you somehow then just get married because you love this chick or you love this dude, and then you guys have kids, and then you're like, fuck, I need to figure out how to make it by. And then you figure out how to make it by, but then it's taken all of your life to do it, and then you don't get to experience any of the time with your family, and then who knows, you could be divorced, your kids don't look at you as a hero, different things like that. So you like really need to understand the point I'm saying today, and take your time of having no responsibility, take the time of having no bills living at your mom's house, take the time of having no kids to go see what you can do with your time, because you could utilize all of this energy without all the weight, as I did, and go build something very special. So when that time comes and your daughter needs you and says, hey, mom, hey, dad, I miss you. I want to hang out with you. And they're looking in your eyes. You could say, yeah, bud, like, let's go do it, right? Versus like, hey, I'm sorry, I need to go work. Now with me, my problem, guys, is I love work, dude. Like, I love the challenge. And why I love it is not necessarily the finance, it's what it teaches me. Like, if it wasn't for work, I wouldn't be able to be a good dad, right? So when I get to talk to my kids when I go to work, is like, hey, babe, I'm making a choice to go to work because I want to become better for you, for our family. I want to always be sharp because there's going to be a day that you need to go to work to set up you and your family, and I want to be the one to help coach you and educate you. That's a pretty cool perspective, right? So I'm just looking at my notes here, but yeah, I basically just hit it all, right? Like the time you put in today is going to be your ROI later. And like, fuck your friends, like all those young moments and partying. Does it pay an ROI? Is it going to change your life? Is it going to lead you to be the person you want to be? And if the answer is no, then it's a waste of your time, man. I could tell you the experience. I did some of the partying and shit back then, and there's some fun moments, but I could tell you I would trade every one of those days just to have 1 minute with my family. That when you start having family and you start having kids and doing that stuff, there is nothing fucking better. But then when you're forced to be away from them because you weren't responsible, there's nothing fucking worse. So that's what I got for you guys today. Do good.